Hello, today we're talking about the spoon theory. What is the spoon theory? It is a visual system to help people understand the social brain capacity of a person. Previously, I referred to the phrase having a social battery. This concept comes with the assumption that everyone wakes up with the battery charged to 100% at the start of each day, just like putting your phone on the charger overnight. But our brains are the most complex things in the world. So in reality, there is no way for anyone to wake up with the same social energy every day. The spoon theory doesn't put a default starting value. It is a dynamic currency, just like the money in our wallet or our bank account. You can work on it to generally increase your daily capacity, but this is more likely to deplete at the end of each day. Note that different activities can have different values. You can have lunch with a talkative colleague, and it takes 2 spoons, but you could have a meeting with your whole team that's not very productive, and it might take 4 spoons. Also, the number of spoons each person spends on the same activity differs also, of course. This was originally coined to explain the capability of a disabled person, but I believe it can extend to anyone on the spectrum of neurodiversity also. How is it applicable to me personally? I can't, at least right now, explain the factors that dictate how many spoons I start off with at the start of the day, besides my menstrual cycle, the agenda of the day before, and how much quality sleep I got. And during the day, generally, the more people in my space, the more quickly my spoons are depleted. This is due to the discomfort of less personal space, the overstimulation of multiple people talking at the same time, and the fact that people are talking more loudly since the atmosphere is louder. More spoons are also taken from me when the person I'm talking to repeats themselves more than 2 times, as I have to continue to smile and nod my head even though I've mentally checked out. But I also can't completely check out in case they say something new. I relate this to being stuck in traffic. You don't like that you're there and you have to keep moving, but you have no choice. Your legs might be getting tired moving between the pedals continuously, but there's nothing you can do about it. You have to keep up the physical labor. The ways I've found I can gain spoons again throughout the day are talking to people who are good at listening. This skill seems to be overlooked, and I wish it were the norm for everyone to work on it, but it's not. I like people who make an effort to refrain from interrupting the other person who's talking, who are mindful of their volume, mindful of my personal space, and are intuitive in the way they think and speak. I can also gain spoons from being by myself. The pure fact that I have control of my surroundings in that moment is relaxing to me. To maximize this sort of recharge, I can meditate, do yoga, and stretching is particularly soothing for me. An example I have is in my past white-collar job. They expected everyone to be ready and keen for social events all the time. There would be many people excitedly advocating for the event, and managers frequently checking that everyone is going unless they have a very strong reason not to. But in my blue-collar job, everyone on average seems to be genuinely keen, and the few that aren't don't get pressured. Whether it's intentional or not, it allows each person to choose where they want to spend their spoons, and whether they have enough spoons to spend in that moment also. I would like to say that if it was normal to talk about social batteries, or spoons in this case, something that could be very important to an individual can be brought up in the most crucial times without an overly deep emotional conversation. Either way, it's such a complex thing and is being overlooked in the workplace. So I don't mean to say it's an easy thing to change in work culture, but I'd like to say that it's a great start that we are talking about it now. And lastly, how can I use it to improve my social life? I could acknowledge other people's spoons, whether it be internally or externally. When someone rejects my invitation to a social get-together, I shouldn't take it personally. Not when there is no pattern, at least. Give people the space to say no without me giving up hope on my relationship with them. And give people the space to say no without me giving up hope on my relationship with them. In general, I could promote talking about this theory. I love that one of our managers has been referring to it a lot recently. And actually, they were the one that inspired me to talk about this topic today. I'll think about this one, and I'll let you know if there are any updates on my end. Feel free to also tell me your thoughts or share your experiences related to this concept. Bye!